Hey. Woo. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you feeling? How y'all feeling? Early afternoon. Early afternoon and the wig is out. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today? I think this is going to be a very important topic for all of you out there. Give thanks to each and every one of y'all out there for sharing and liking my videos. Oh man, sharing and liking my product. Hold on now, let me make sure the wig is right. Make sure the wig is right. Make sure the wig is right. Oh man, make sure the wig is right. Yeah. So, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Don't go nowhere. This is going to be something very powerful for many of you to consider, contemplate. Want to say today is February the 25th. And of course, today is a universal 9 personal day. 9 is always about elevating yourself from one level to another, if you're open to it. Elevating your thoughts, elevating your life. 9 is a humanitarian, but it's also connected to international connection, but it's very intuitive, and it's an intuitive insertive number. So universally, this day is a number 9, but today, the personal number is 25. 25 is a number of endurance, observation, strife, and trials, yes, but it's really about how strong you are and how important it is to maintain some type of strength. I want to thank all of you out there for being a part of the journey. Today's lesson will be Publish or Perish, a numerovational, spiritual, and physical perspective. I want to thank people like Ra Aku that shared the flyer for also Ra Aku. You know him. He is the cosmophysics teacher and master. Enough respect to all that he does for himself and his family, man. You got to give that man some props. He really cares about his wife and his children, and he doesn't tolerate any bull crap. Don't mess with Ra Aku if you don't mess with him. He will cuss you out, and I respect that. I, on the other hand, will spiritually cuss you out. No, I'm joking. I, on the other hand, won't do all of that, but I am one of those people that will block people and put people in the block parties because I ain't got no time for it. We come here to do a service. Whether you understand astrology or numerology or any of these modalities, whether you understand it or not, that's not our business. Our business we don't care if you understand it or not. We know over periods of time, over watching it, observing it, and seeing the repetitiveness of it, and seeing it measured over time, that it works. And if you don't believe in it, that's good. Numbers do not care if you believe in it or not. They work behind the scenes, whether you believe in it or not. That's up to you. All of us are using computers, and the binary code consists of the 0, 1. And the 0 1s are working behind your scenes, whether you're holding a computer like this on your phone, or whether you're holding an iPad, or whether you're holding the 0 1 is always working to do what it does, even if you care about it or not. So 0 and 1, I could put it on the board and they'll look at you like this. Go ahead, live your life. But you still gonna have cycles, patterns, and sequences that's connected to frequencies, that's connected to numbers, that's connected to vibration. Whether you believe it or not, that's not us. We just here showing you how it connects to your birthday from an astrological perspective, from astrology. I'm showing you how it's connected to your numbers. So whatever number or day you present to me, or your number, day, or year presented to me that you say you came out of your mother's womb, or if you don't believe in that, we can deal with your namesake. That's it. I don't argue about it. Look, numbers are simple. People are complicated. So I'm not complicated at all when it comes to this stuff, but I am always willing to learn and teach. So today's lesson is publish or perish. A numerovational perspective, very important. And what do I mean by publish or perish? It means that we have to learn to publish things that will last a lifetime. Things that will last a lifetime. Look what they did in the great walls of Kemet. Look what they've done in the great temples of Timbuktu and Alexandria, even if they burned it. That's why people had scrolls, but you couldn't burn the stones. You couldn't burn that. Now they might be doing whatever they got to do to etch things in and etch things out. But again, the stones, the handwriting is on the wall. And we all heard that saying, the handwriting is on the wall. That's right. When you go to those places, or go to Mexico, or go to certain places out here, or you might find it in the Grand Canyon and all that, there's handwritings on the walls. You can't deny it. You can't hide it. You can't run away from it. That's why our ancient ancestors of antiquity understood, understood, and understood the importance of publishing and making things known. Remember what the word publishing or publish means. Publish in the dictionary meaning, if you're dealing with the meaning or definition of it, the word publish is prepare and issue a book, journal, piece of music, etc., for public sale, distribution, or readership. Print something in a book or journal so as to make it generally known. Make content available online. A lot of this is modern, but the commissions or the people of Kemet, the people of ancient societies, made their content. They did what they had to do to place it on that wall, place it on those scrolls, paper, place it on those papyrus. Whatever they did, we should be doing the same thing. And I advise everybody to publish a book. And don't say, I ain't got nothing to write about. You got your old mama you could write about. You got your whole legacy you could write about. Even if you was adopted, you could write about you being adopted and how it felt. Even if you don't know who your mama or daddy is. Les Brown didn't know his mama or his daddy and became one of the #1 writers or authors in the world. So we ain't got no excuse. You got people with no legs motivating and writing books right now. No legs and no arms. So none of us have excuse. Now, if you having problems putting pen to paper or getting in front of a computer, then what don't you do? You get a recording apparatus. I got a recording apparatus over here. Let me show you what I got when I started writing. My first book, is this the one? No. My first book was written using this. My first book, No Promotion is Bad Promotion, was used by recording at least the first 5 to 10% of it. First 5% I used because I didn't have the discipline to sit down and write at that first book. So what I did is had a friend of mine's record me, ask me certain questions, pull it out. Big up to Stacia Gregorio. She's written, her name is in the book also. Record me. This is it. And this is the apparatus. I had myself recorded first. And then after I listened to the recorder and had her write out certain things because she was a fast typer, then all of it started to flow. Then it started to flow. Now, that was my way of publishing. I don't know your way. Some of you are disciplined enough, depending on your frequency. Some of y'all are disciplined enough to sit your backside down and write an hour a day, half an hour a day until you finish. Certain lecturers and teachers, some people will confine themselves in a whole room for 5 to 10 days to 15 days to complete a book. So don't think that you don't have to or you can't, because every time you come online, every time you put a quote or a message on these type of apparatuses, guess what? You're publishing it. This is publishing. This is a form of publishing, because this content is going to be up and published for the world to see. Anytime you just put, say, peace fam or grand rising and all of this, hello, King Simon, this is a form of publishing, because this is content that's going out for the world to see. And remember what the word publishing means, or publish means. It means prepare an issue or a book, journal, piece of music, or publish, sale, distribution, or for readership. Print something in a book or a journal so as to make it generally known. So when you put a quote in anybody's feed, you're making it generally known. You're publishing and you don't even know it. Most of you don't even know that you are already publishing. And I know people say, damn, if you break it down that way, now I understand. Yes. You are publishing and you don't even know. And you are publishing without getting paid. You're publishing without getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So people don't even realize that's how easy it takes to publish. Think about all the times that you've written in somebody's chat, said something, whether it was derogatory or whether it was something healing. Think about it. All you have to do is compile all of that. You probably have a poem. You probably have an essay. You probably have a paragraph. You probably have a darn book. Thinking about all the years that you've posted or said something like this on someone's channel. If you look at all of this, look at it. Already you've written probably a page, or you've written 10 pages by now. Already by now you've written a book. Again, it's that easy. It's just that a lot of us are not opening our minds to go where they need to go with it. And a lot of us are afraid to tell our story. And a lot of us would like to say, oh, nobody want to hear my story. Nobody's going to buy and support me if I wrote my story. And that's what people do. They talk their way out of things. Just alone. Let's go into the word. Let's go into the word publish. The word publish alone adds up to the master number 33 in the Pythagorean system, or the modern system. The number 33, which deals with the 3 alone, deals with expression. The need to expand on a masterful, healing, and playful word. So when you publish something, and because it adds up to a number 6, that is the higher level of the number 6, which is the love frequency, the balance frequency. So if you're going to publish something, publish what you love. Speak what you love, write what you love, do what you love, because the word publish by itself tells you you got to love it. You got to love it. You got to love it. Just because that 33 adds up to a 6. And remember, 33 is the number of youthful, joyful, jovial, optimistic attitude when you are willing to publish, when you are open to publish. So big up to all those that are publishing right now and that have decided to publish their own book. Publish or perish. This was a phrase that was coined in 1928, and the numerology to 1928. If you add it all up, is 1 plus 9 equals 10, 10 plus 2 plus 2 equals 12, and 12 plus 8 equals 20. 20 in compound numerology is the number of awakening. So when this particular saying was coined in 1928, that's what they say online. On 1928, this was coined. And it adds up to a 20. And like I said, compound numerology is the symbol of divine awakening, clear judgment. So in your publishing or perish, or in your decision to publish or perish, you have to be awakened. You have to have clear judgment. And it is also telling you, it's advising you, it's directing you. 3 words is directing you: publish or perish. Because if the Egyptians did not publish their stuff on the walls, if Timbuktu didn't put their stuff in libraries, Alexandria, if they didn't have papyrus, if they didn't have these different spiritual temples from Luxor, or temples in Atlantis, as people believe, or Lemuria, or things that underground water shafts and all that, and people in Arizona and different places, publish or perish is very significant. Very significant that we got to write, publish our books, publish whatever you got to write, whatever you want to let out of your soul, whatever you got to let out of your spirit, publish or perish. It was written, I remember reading it in Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Success. The 48 laws of power, written in his book. Publish or perish. So we absolutely have to think about what we came here to do. And if the number 20, if you read my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, what did I say about the number 20 again? It says the number 20 is also interpreted as the awakening of new purpose, new plans, new ambition, with the call of action for some great purpose or duty. When you decide to publish or perish, when you decide to publish and say, I'm not going to perish, and this quote was founded in this year that adds up to a 20, then you're saying there's a duty that you're going to fall into place and make happen. I'm going to publish my book. I'm going to publish my ebook. I'm going to publish my content online. I'm going to publish something. Stop playing with this. Stop playing with this. Stop playing with this. Stop playing with this. It's not the time to play. And when I added up the whole saying, instead of I added up the word perish adds up to a number 39, which is a 3, which is a 12, which is a 3. The 12 in compound numerology is the hangman. You can end up hanging yourself upside down if you don't do certain things in a timely manner, because that's what the number 12 represents. The 3 tells you to expand. Don't perish, expand. But the 12 said, hey, you can hang yourself upside down if you want. You can mess around if you want to. If you mess around. I don't want to do the mess around. That was Ray Charles' song. Do the mess around. Oh, let's do the mess around. I don't want to do the mess around. I'm not messing around. Because 12 in its positive is the symbol of universal manifestation, fruition. So once you get beyond perishing, then it becomes something that's manifesting. But the negative of the hangman represents the lessons that the human must hang upside down with their feet until accomplishments of their great work and renewal within is complete. So you may have to hang around it. You might have to hang upside down and feel that you're about to get perished, or go through perish in some way or some form because you're not paying attention to what the publisher is saying to you, what the healing frequency is saying to you. Because at the end of the day, 33 plus 15 plus 39 equals 87. 8 says discipline, 7 says spiritual attraction, spiritual alignment, law of attraction equals 15, which is a creative and adaptable frequency. And then the number 6 is the loving and balance and harmony and healing. So whatever if you're going to publish or perish, or if you decide to publish other than perish, then you want to heal. You want to bring something to this world that's going to help bring balance to the world. And you might bring a negative book in the world. That's up to you. You might bring something that's totally destructive. But on the other hand, there's always going to be somebody doing something positive and productive. There's always going to be balance in this universe. I don't care if you write about a bunch of madness. How many? There's a book that was out years ago called 1,000 Ways to Die and all that, and 300 Ways to Kill and all that. People writing those negative books. 300 Ways to Kill, as if every person you kill don't become part of you. Every time you take a life, that energy becomes part of you, and they've been promoting that energy, especially in this society, for years upon years, all over the globe. So, family, if you understand what I'm saying, please put the number 1 in the chat. What I found that was very interesting is that publish or perish adds up to 87, which is a 15, which is a number 6. Publish or perish in the Chaldean system add up to 61, which is a 7. The hidden meaning between those two is the 6 and the 7. 6 deals with educating and healing and finding balance. 7 deals with the law of attraction, but dealing with spiritual depth and insight. But because 6 and 7 adds up to 13, guess what? It deals with power, dominance. But if you use it incorrectly, it can be destructive. Can be very destructive if you use the number 13 incorrectly. And this is just adding the Pythagorean and the Chaldean together. That's the secret meaning between the two frequencies, between the two systems. Many numerologists ain't going to do this. My spirit said do it. That's why I've been doing it. They can't tell me what I can't do, because you can stay within the rules, but rules are meant to be broken. Like I told people in my class. Rules are meant to be broken. Just make sure you still have the firm foundation of the numerovation or numerology interpretations of each numbers, the compound, the master numbers, and the single digit numbers, whatever it is. But when your spirit says, wait a minute, when I add these two together, I get the power number 13, and number 13 has been a scary number in some people's culture, and has been a very powerful number in certain people's culture. Which one I'm going to take? I'm going to take the power, the grateful, the balance, the creative, the expansive number 13. I'm not going to take the destructive 13 and the one that everybody's afraid of, to the point that they won't even have 13 floors in their damn building. Are you serious? And every time I go into a tall building, I look for the 13th floor because I want to see what it looks like. I want to see what the 13th floor look like. And you'll be surprised to see what you see on a 13th floor. I'm not gonna get into that. I've been on a 13th floor before, and I just jumped out of that damn. I jumped right out of the darn elevator. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, because 1 and 3 and 4 are my frequencies, so I didn't have no problems coming out on a 13th floor. I looked for buildings that had a 13th floor in it in New York. And I deliberately went on the 13th floor. You know, because of the fear of 13, some people would not even live on that floor or do business on that floor. But yet, America has been based on the 13 colonies, 13 states, 13 stripes and on the flag and all that, before they got this 50-something flag, 50-something on the flag now. They've been doing it. They understood the power of 13. So publish and perish is a powerful saying that's alerting all of us to publish or perish. And no, I'm not finished with the lesson yet. No, I got more to talk about. I got the lesson written down. I got the lesson written down. Y'all know I don't stop. I got the lessons written down. So this is gonna be fast now. We're gonna be less than an hour today. We're gonna be less than an hour today. Woo, because these divine digital codes was coming at me and hitting me all in my head this morning. I had to go to the post office and deliver. And all those people that ordered their books, it's coming to you. Canada, I do not need to do Canadian customs anymore. I didn't know they was going to charge $30 to send it to Canada. So people that live in Canada and the Caribbeans and any other place outside of the United States, please, if you're going to get my books, please use Amazon. I want to thank Star from Star Report for making this flyer for me. He's going to be advertising. He's advertising in his community section already. So if those from outside of the United States use Amazon, it's faster and they do all of the calculations real quicker than me. Because when I went to the post office for this Sister Tiffany, who ordered my book from out of Montreal, $30. I didn't even tell her to send me $60. I just, you know what? I'm paying for this shipping and handling. I had the $30. That means although she got the book for, and I'm not telling her to send me anything. I'm just saying, although she paid only $36, I'm really just getting $6 from the book because I had to pay $30 to go to Canada, ship it to Canada, because of customs and all that kind of stuff that Canada is going through. So everybody outside of the United States who want my book, order it on Amazon. And when I see you, I'll see you and sign it. But other than that, those who live inside of the United States, matter of fact, I'm going to change the flyer. For those who only live in the United States, they can get this book signed, sealed, delivered. And I will send out the mail, but you got to live inside the United States. Alaska wasn't no problem because Alaska is a part of the United States. But Canada, they got their little issues between America and Canada, so it is what it is. But if you do want my book faster and you don't mind getting my book faster, you know what I might do? I might add my signature to my ebooks. You know what? I just might do that. I think I can do that. I can actually add my signature to my ebook. I just have to take a picture of my signature, edit it, and put it on the ebook. I'm going to see if I can get a signature to the ebook. So when you print it, even if you print it after you get it and download it and print it for yourself to read, if you don't want to read it on your computer or read it on your phone, boom, you'll have a signature. I'm going to see if I can do that. I'll let y'all know when I do that. But right now, if you want the Numerovation for Mental Stability ebook, it's now available in ebook with various mental health methods of healing. All my books, all the books have the mental health methods of healing also. And this book here is only $5.55 with applicable assignments. So I want you to print out the book if you can, or print out what you need to do, or just have a piece of paper and read every lesson and then do some applicable assignments for you to enhance you to be your best self. That's all I want y'all to do. Be your best self. That's what any one of us practicing any one of these modalities want you to be your best. I'm doing my work. I'm doing numerovational activism. I'm doing numerovational activism because my job is to help myself and my family, if they're open to it. I'm not forcing my children. I'm not forcing my ex-wives. I'm not forcing my cousin, my mother, my brothers. I'm not forcing none of them to believe what I believe. But if they're watching me, they can't say that what I'm teaching is not helping people. And it may not help your family, may not, familiarity breeds contempt. People could be angry from past stuff and the stuff that we, not being in life and all that. People could be, look, I could have been angry with my mother and father for abandonment and all that. And I said, you know what? That's not going to help me to stay younger. I'm 58, about to be 60 in 2 years. That's not going to help me to stay younger. That's not going to help me when my heart will get clogged up if I hold on to anything. My lungs will get clogged. I'll be getting sick and clogged. I ain't got no time for that ish. So if you're holding on to madness from your family, if you're holding on to stuff from your mommy wasn't there, your daddy wasn't there, and you all of that kind of stuff, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Remember what Dr. B said in his mantra that he gave to us. right here on this show, right on Instagram. When I was talking to him, I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection, and I am thankful for my life. That's it. Anything other than that, I have no regrets. I'm not going to hold on to poison just because my sons or my daughters might want to hold on to poison, because that poison, if they keep on holding on to it, it's going to translate to their children and their children's children, instead of just, but you don't have to hold on to that. Like Miss Blue said, we're not meant to hold on to our parents' bullcrap. We're not meant to hold on to our ancestors' bullcrap. We came to activate the dormant powers in our bloodline that was connected to them at one time, so we could fly like an eagle. I want to fly. What about you? How many of y'all want to fly beyond what your parents and your grandparents or your ancestors had? If you want to fly, put the number F, put the letter F in the chat. Put the letter F in the chat if you want to fly. I ain't got no time to be holding on to what my daddy didn't do and what my mama didn't do and what my uncle almost did and didn't do and what my grandmama didn't do. And I ain't got no time. Oh, man. I ain't got no time to do that. No, sir. Numbers are simple. People are complicated. That's why I wrote the book. Matter of fact, I'm about to put that in ebook this week. I'm about to put the Numbers Are Simple ebook and the Numbers Are Simple Children Are Complicated in ebook this week also. So I'll have it and I'll let y'all know when I got it in ebook, just in case y'all don't want to buy it straight off of Amazon to get a solid book. Some people like physical books. Hey, we got ebooks too. I'm gonna make every one of these ebooks right now. All of these about to be ebooks, and every other book that I got coming out is gonna be ebook from now on. And the only reason that this costs a little bit more, this one here, the only reason this costs a little bit more is because this has 110 pages. This book has 110 pages in the ebook. This book only has 26 pages. Go figure. So there's only a little bit more. It's only that you got to get it. You're going to get an email to you and you can download it and print it all you out. And just don't disrespect me. Just don't disrespect my product. You know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect my products. So, and if you want the hardcover book, you can go to either Amazon or what have you. Okay. So let's get ready to get into the lesson. Let me play this commercial break and then we're going to do the lesson. The lesson is waiting in the background right now. The lessons are waiting in the background. Are y'all ready for the lesson? Are y'all ready for the rest of the lesson? Please put the letter L in the chat if you're ready for the lessons. If you're ready for the lesson, the lessons is hanging out in the back. They're in the back. They got my back. They got my back. The lessons are hanging in the back. So are you ready for the lesson? Put the letter L in the chat. I'm going to play this commercial break and I will be back after this. Don't touch that dial. Big up to Color Curiosity. I thought she was doing some work. Big up to her. All right. Big up to Color Curiosity in the building. Big up to Dr. Shakira. I talked to her today. She's so elated about her books. Y'all are supporting her with the pre-orders. Go ahead and get the book, man. Go to her Linktree and get her book. And I'll let you know when Color Curiosity come out with her ebook or her book when she's ready. She got to make sure it's ready and ready to pop. Today, Lloyd Strayhorn has a class today. So make sure y'all go to Linktree/Numbers and You. That's Linktree/Numbers and You and support Lloyd Strayhorn on his new class. We'll be right back after this. You are watching Publish or Perish, a numerovational, spiritual, and physical perspective. We'll be right back with these after these messages, okay? Don't touch that dial.
Eye Opener Productions presents Magical Kemet Revisited, Sunday, March 23rd, 2025, from 1:30 p.m. till 7 p.m. In honor of our previous Magical Kemet event 14 years ago, we once again bring you Master Teacher M. Fundishi, J. Hootie Mess, and Professor Kaba Kamene.
In ancient Kemet, they had showed that that's not a star there. I know it's a nebula. And a nebula gives birth to stars. And so Sirius A comes from that nebula. And then the ancient Kemet.ee said, we also come from that nebula. That birthed our star. So this gets really deep. So we're going to, I'm telling people, bring some boots, because it's going to get real deep. We're going in real deep.
In calling, so you are now going to understand that it is time now to move back and get back onto the path of Ma'at. And on the path of Ma'at is where you are on your road to your destiny and what you were called for. And the longer that you go on this road, as you become an elder and you get more mature and you're moving through, your journey becomes clearer.
Make sure you get your tickets in advance for $30. Tickets will be sold at the door for $40. For tickets, scan this code or go to magicalchemist.eventbrite.com. We will be at the Long Island University, Brooklyn campus, Health Science Building. Enter at the gate on Flatbush Extension between DeKalb and Willoughby.
It's your girl Sandy Daly, and it's reggae and world music's biggest night of honor, the 42nd Annual International Reggae and World Music Awards, IRAMA, hosted by legendary comedian, actor, and lifetime honoree Oliver Samuels, with performances from Nige Boy, Belize legend Lloyd Rayburn, Richie Stephens, Everton Blender, D'Angel, and a galaxy of other reggae and world music acts. Going down at the Coral Springs Center for the Arts, South Florida, Sunday, March 30th, 2025, with celebrity red carpet arrivals at 6 p.m. For a limited time, get 50% discounted tickets now at irama.com. Or to become a sponsor, email iramasponsor@gmail.com. Sponsored by Broward County, Florida Cultural Division, Tough Gong International, VP Records, Reggae Festival Guide, Elite Chauffeurs Florida, and so many others. Powered by Martin's International, bringing nations together through music and culture.
That's right. That's right. I will be there, family. I will be in Florida that weekend. I will be in Florida that weekend, having a good time, mixing and mingling with the reggae and world beat artists of the world. I heard Nigel's going to be there. Skip Marley's going to be there. Big up to my girl Sharon Gordon. She's one of the people that's going to be there. Big up to Madonna, the whole crew. Big up to Mr. Martin and Sandy. Sandy is going to be there too. All of us. Matter of fact, Sandy's from Spanish Town, so big up to Spanish Town, Mass Spain Town de la Vega, Wagwan, we did it. You know, a lot of people have been nominated. Oliver Samuels, who I used to work with on stage, also will be there as the host this coming March the 30th. So I'll be there, and I'll be there for their Conscious Awards. Guess what, family? Dr. Philip Valentine has been nominated for the Forbidden Knowledge of Conscious Awards. Let's get that a round of applause. Dr. Philip Valentine has been nominated. Whoa, man, I gotta get that a round of applause. Woo-wee. Man, I'm going there for that. I'm going there for. Make sure y'all go to forbiddenknowledge.com. Brother Rich has been nominated. Also, Donnie Arcade, 19 Keys. Aaron Lyon has been nominated for the Forbidden Knowledge Awards also. So, yo, I'm going there just for that. Go get y'all tickets immediately for the Forbidden Knowledge Conscious Award. That's going to be held in Miami around the end of July into August. But I'm going to be at that reggae event in March. And more than likely, I think I might be filming with Billy Carson, my new TV series in March. I'm not sure. I know he wants me to come to the studio and do some stuff. But, hey, look, hey, I'm going to keep it moving. I ain't got no time for the distractions. Do you? I don't have no time for the distractions. Do you have time for it? I hope you don't have time for that distractions. Let them distract while we attract positive and productive things in our life. Let them distract through television, media, movies, and all that. Even when I watch them crazy movies, I always offset it with positive, productive things for another doubling the amount of time that I had the little ratchet stuff in my head. Because I like to watch The Blacklist. Elizabeth Keene and Raymond Reddington. I like to watch those things, and there's a lot of killing, shoot 'em up, bang bang in that. But after I watch that for at least an hour, I gotta watch comedy and all these other stuff for 2 hours to keep my mind right. Before I go to bed, I go to bed keeping my mind right. And that's what I want all of you to learn how to do and constantly do it, because this society bombards your mind with madness to destroy your mind, to lower your frequency. And we ain't got time for that. I ain't got no time. Do you have time for it? That's all I'm saying. I don't like trolls. I don't like none of that. If you're trying to troll me or disrespect me, kick rocks and go somewhere else. Go troll a troll. Go Google up what the image of a troll, and then look at your spirit. Matter of fact, let me show y'all the image of a troll. I'm going to show y'all the image of a troll. And anytime you see people trolling you, then you know that is what they are looking like. Image of a troll. That is what their spirit is. I'm going to show y'all the image of a troll right now. I want y'all to see this stuff. Let me show y'all the image of a troll, because that's the image that trolling is bringing out, because of the word troll and where it came from and what the image of trolling is. Let me show y'all the image of a troll before I move on. Y'all gonna say, damn, that's a troll? Yeah, here. There's your trolls, family. There's your trolls. Those are your trolls. So all you trolls, take a stroll somewhere else. That's the image of a troll. So anytime people are trolling you in any way, in any disrespectful, that is their soul and their spirit talking to you, because that is what they're looking like right now. These are trolls. Matter of fact, let me give you a big ugly troll. Hold on one second. Let me remove that and give y'all a big ugly troll. So when you are trolling people, I don't troll people. I don't disrespect people in their line. And y'all think y'all telling the truth. Remember, there is no truth until you decide what truth is. So if your truth is to troll people, let me show you what trolls look like in the imagery of troll. This is a troll. This is a troll. So this is what you're looking like. Look at this nigga. Look at this wigger. This is what you're looking like when you're trolling somebody, because this is the essence of what trolls do, and that's the mean-spirited that they have. The mean spirit, especially when you're doing wicked, devious, and nasty trolling. I don't care who it is. You got one of the biggest trolls. 50 Cent could be a big ass troll. This could be his spirit. That could be his spirit. 50 is a troll too. I heard Matt Hoffa call him that. I admire 50 for his business acumen. That's what I admire him for. Trolling, I don't need to deal with that. When you're trolling people, I don't respect that. But if you got a good business head and you're about that life and taking care of your family and doing your thing, there it is. That's what I'm about. So if you're a troll, your spirit is this. This is what your spirit look like. This thing right here. And they got other pictures. You want to see another picture? Here's another picture of a troll for you. Let me see. There's another. That's a beautiful, ugly troll, ain't it? That must be a feminine troll. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Oh, there's another one with flowers on his head. Oh my God! Look at the trolls. This is your spirit if you're a troll. Oh, you think you're gonna beautify this troll just because you put flowers and roses and all that kind of stuff on it? Oh, look at this troll. Jesus Christ, Lord have mercy. Oh my God, trolling. Oh, this one is an evil, wicked troll. He don't even want to comb his goddamn hair. What? Oh, this is what trolls are. Look, I don't care if you put the LGBT colors on it. That's an ugly ass troll. If you trolling and you an LGBT plus community troll, that's what you looking like. Let me show you that again. See all the colors? See all the LGBT colors around it? Yeah, no, we ain't doing that no more. Ooh, that's nasty. Oh, look at this big belly troll. It's a big belly troll. Oh my God. Look at this troll. He look like he about to rob your mama and beat down your grandmama. Look at that troll. Oh, I'm not with it. Stay away. That's why in the early parts of my podcasting, I used to say, trolls, take a stroll somewhere else. So let me get rid of this ugly ass troll right now. We ain't got no time for him. Let's get my lessons back up. I hope y'all put a clap for the clap. Yeah, ugly mess. That's right. Ugly mess. Because that's what trolling is. An ugly mess. I'm like James Brown. I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Open up the door. I'll get it myself. I don't want nobody to give me nothing. I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Open up the door. Hey, I'll get it myself. Ooh. Look, I'm about this positive life. What are you about? I'll tell my children, if you ain't about that positive life, stay the hell away from me. I've cut off cousins and relatives because they're about that negative life. If you ain't about this positive life, stay the hell away from me. Simple. Family, friends, old acquaintances, ex-girlfriends. If you ain't about this positive life, stay away the hell away from me. Period. I'm too blessed to go through that ish. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Let me say that again. I'm too blessed to go through that ish. And I'm too blessed to be stressed. Period. So if you like to smoke and drink and do all the other bull crap, my family included, stay the hell away from me. And I hope they're watching. I don't give a flying fruit. I don't. Really and truly no more, because life is too short. And remember that song, life is what you make it. Oh, darling, my dear, strive and make it. I know that you will. Ragamuffin love, come give me the ragamuffin love. Ragamuffin love, come give me the ragamuffin love. That's it. I want the ragamuffin love, because life is what you make it. I ain't got no time for the foolishness. All right, let's go to the lesson. I'm sorry I ran on a tangent talking about trolls and all that. I know, hey, look, the numbers went up when I started talking about trolls. Isn't that a shame? And when I start talking positive stuff, it starts going down. That's the mentality of our people. That's the mentality. The numbers start going up when you're talking about negative or talking about trolling and all that. And when you talk about the positive, the numbers start dwindling again. That's the mentality, because it takes 16 positive to knock out one negative, according to their studies 30 years ago. It takes 16 positive to knock out one negative. That means if it takes 16 positive to knock out one negative, you know how strong negativity has to be, or is presented to be in this society? We ain't thinking. We ain't thinking. All right, so on that note, family, let's get to the lessons real quick so I can close out. All right. Woo! King Simon's lesson of the day. Lesson of today. A simple spiritual and physical perspective of the quote, publish or perish. Anytime you see the red come up, this is a Google search. This was Google about publish or perish. This is what I looked up. This is what came in. This phrase, often used in academic and professional fields dating back to 1928, highlights the importance of sharing knowledge, ideals, and contribution to remain relevant and impactful. Spiritually and physically, it speaks to expression, legacy, and evolution. Spiritually and physically, it speaks to expression, legacy, and evolution. When you're willing to express yourself, you then in turn leave a legacy, and then it will help your prodigy to evolve. You want your legacy and your whole prodigy to evolve. Spiritual perspective. Spiritual perspective. Expression of divine energetic gift. Expression of divine energetic gift. Let me share this with y'all. Just as creation is ongoing, we are meant to share wisdom, talents, and experience with the world. Keeping knowledge or creativity hidden stagnates energy, while publishing or expressing yourself keeps the soul's purpose alive. Let me say that again. just as creation is ongoing, we are meant to share wisdom, talents, and experiences with the world. All of us. You could have a small world or you could have a large world. It depends on where you want to go with this. Because right now we are in the age of technology, and whatever word you decide to put out there, it can reach all over the world on the internet, the World Wide Web, the www. In numerology, www is 555. In Chaldean numerology, guess what? www is 666. I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid. Oh, let me show y'all. In triple W, the World Wide Web, and this is the abbreviation for it. In the Pythagorean system, 555. In the Chaldean system, 666. Coincidence? Now, you can either use it for a positive and make it a number 18, which is a 9, which deals with higher levels of love and understanding, or you can do it for the negative, destructive, and disastrous. That's up to you. I'm not using it for the negative. I'm using it for the positive. I ain't got no time for that ish. I ain't got no time for that ish. I'm telling y'all right now, I ain't got no time for that ish. And 555 deals with the freedom movement and the expression on an expansive level, but it adds up again to the number 15, which is the 6. Balance, love, harmony. Or it can be the number 15. The tarot card of the number 15 is the number of the devil. Ooh. Ooh. Some of y'all afraid. Please. The devil can kiss my ass. That's all I can tell you. Just like that. Because we are the creators of the devil. We are the creators of God. Just those words alone, we created them. Because the word God only has 800 years from God. It's only 700 to 800 years, that word. So we created that word. We created the devil. And you turn it backwards. One means live. The other one says dog. Which one we dealing with? We going to live as a dog? We're going to live as a dog? What are we doing here? Let's stop bugging. Let's stop bugging. Semantics are scaring the hell out of our people nowadays. So it's how you use the positives of these numbers, the angel numbers or angle numbers. That's why I'm writing that new book called the Angel and Angle Numbers book. That's why I'm writing the book. Because not only I'm going to give you the positive aspects, I got to give you the negative aspects, and I got to give you the numerovational insight and angle to every one of these mathematical, digital, divine digital codes that I have on this board. So it's important. It's important to understand the vibration. People be scared of everything. 666 because they promoted in Damien, the movie, Omen. Oh my God, I'm afraid of. Don't worry, I used to be afraid of it too, until I understood the positive meaning for it, and I understood the negative meaning for it. And the negative has been promoted by religious dogma. Sorry for you people that's religious. No disrespect to you, but that's what has been promoted. That's what Omen was all about. That's what Demon Seed was all about. All of this religious stuff and sacrifice, the Catholic Church, and all this cutting of people and blood clot and all kind of sitting. No more. The time is now to get over all of that bull crap, all of that mind control. Get over it. Time to really wash your brains. Everybody like to say brainwash is negative. Brainwash is not negative. The brainwash means wash your brains from this bull crap that they've been promoting to us all of our lives. Santa Claus and Easter eggs and bunnies and connecting to spiritual and holy days. Come on now, get over it. It's time. It's time. That's what I'm trying to say. It's time. I want everybody to put in the chat. It's time. It's time. Put it in the chat. It's time. And I want to be one of the solutions. I don't want to be part of the problem. It's time. Not even your leaders believe in Santa Claus. They promote it because they know it keeps everybody in this There's no roses on open fire. Jack Frost nipping on your nose. That's what it's doing. Easter bunnies in relations to Jesus and all that. When Easter bunnies is all about sex, Esther, sexing, sexual activities, fertility. That's all. So wait a minute. Before Jesus went into the grave, he had some sex. That's what you're trying to tell me? Really? That's what you're trying to tell me? Come on now, don't play with me. Do not play with me. This is the age of rebellion. This is the age of Aquarius. We're going to rebel against the bullcrap. We're going to rebel against the bullcrap. And people that are teaching the true information from their own perspective, I don't care if they're doing it religiously. I respect what the Hebrews say. I respect what Christians, revolutionary Hebrews and revolutionary Christians and revolutionary Muslims say. I was part of that. So you take what you need to make yourself better. We're in such a beautiful time now, so let's take advantage of it. And again, publish or perish. Let's get back to the lessons. Publish or perish. Just as creation is ongoing, we are meant to share wisdom, talents, and experience with the world. This is the learning center, family. The world, this realm right now is all about learning. That's why you see everybody going through every little thing in this realm. You're supposed to go through your lessons and your blessings. Keeping knowledge or creativity hidden stagnates energy, while publishing, expressing, keeps the soul purpose alive. Number 2, legacy and immortality through words. Writing, speaking, or publishing immortalized thoughts and wisdom, ensuring they influence generations beyond one's lifetime. My books are going to be here for another 100 to 1,000 years. Y'all hear me? My books are going to be here for another 100 to 1,000 years. Y'all hear me? My books are going to be here for another 100 to 1,000 years or more until this earth stops spinning. Y'all hear me? This ain't Fahrenheit 451 where everybody's burning books and all that kind of stuff with Michael B. Jordan, or 451 Fahrenheit, whatever that movie was. I watched the movie too. I did watch the movie. I gotta admit, I did watch the movie with Michael B. Jordan. With Michael B. Jordan. Good movie. And my daughter's the one that told me to watch it. Big up to my young daughter, who right now ain't talking to me. I don't know what she's going through, but right now she's angry with whatever. But hey, I love her. But I'm glad she told me to watch the movie, and I rented the movie and I watched it. But hey, do what you got to do until you're ready to heal and talk. That's what I'm about. When they're ready to heal and talk, come on, we can talk all about it. I'll even shut up and listen. I'm not even going to respond until I am allowed to respond. That's what I do. I want to learn. I want to learn about things. So, legacy and immortality through words, writing, speaking, or publishing immortalized thoughts and wisdom, ensuring they influence generations beyond one's lifetime. Ancient spiritual texts and philosophies survive because someone documented and shared them, making them timeless. That's why the books on stone was so important. Big up to Dr. Ben. Big up to Ashra Kwesi and Mira Kwesi that takes people on those trips. Jabari Osaze, Billy Carson and his wife, and people like Mfundishi, who I'll be having on my show in March, also promoting that event that they're doing. You got to realize that our ancient ancestors did what they had to do and put it and wrote and documented for a reason. So we, the DNA holders, would remember, because it's all about remembering. Don't recall. Y'all remember that movie Recall? Go watch the movie Recall. If you want to, watch the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, or watch the newer one. I forgot who's the star of that, but Arnold Schwarzenegger was the first. Recall, Total Recall. That's why it was left in stone, so we can get the recall. Spiritual growth through contribution. Sharing knowledge is a form of service and enlightenment. Those who withhold their gifts may experience spiritual stagnation, while those who express and share may experience expansion and growth. Let me say that again for the people in back of the universe. Let me say that again for the people in back of the universe. Sharing knowledge is a form of service and enlightenment. But those who withhold their gifts may experience spiritual stagnation, while those who express and share may experience expansion and growth. Publish or perish is the theme of today's lesson. Publish or perish. I gave you the numerovational breakdown. Even the word publish, in the Chaldean system, look at it. It adds up to the number 28. 28. If you read my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, and right now I got the ebook available. If you want to get the ebook, if you want to get the ebook, $12.12, text me right now for payment information, and I'll send the ebook. It's 120 pages. But in my book, the number 28 reminds us, because this came through me, this book came through me, it didn't come from me. It came through me to do this, to compile all this information and download these cycles, patterns, and sequences that I've been paying attention to. And the 28 is a symbol of promise and possibility. That means the word publish is connected to the vibration 28, which is the symbol of promise and possibility. It is a number of carefully planning for the future. So when you publish material, you are carefully planning for the future because you want to leave a legacy. Mic drop. Mic drop. Mic drop. It's in the book. When I play with I downloaded these information, uploaded this information, studied pattern cycles and sequences to put it in my book. I did that for a reason, because I noticed that there was mental instability going on in the world around 2020 when I put this book out. 2020 adds up to 40, and 40 is a number. 4 is one of the mental health numbers in my book. I'm just saying, I'm not new to this. I keep on telling y'all, I'm true to this. I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Because I know when I went through my mental issues and almost unalived myself 3 times. I know, I've seen it, I felt it. But I had to hold on because they said my mission wasn't over yet. And that was part of my mission, to release this book to help. I don't want nobody to follow me and all that kind of, I don't want to start no organization, and I'm not joining any more organizations. I couldn't grow in organizations the way I wanted to. So I left them alone and supported them from afar. I still support the Nation of Islam. I still support the remnants of the Ansar Allah community. I still support the 5% Nation. I still support Rasta community. I still support the Moorish paradigm. I still support certain revolutionary Hebrew brothers and sisters. I still support them. But I'm not joining anything anymore. Done with that. And I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm telling you, that's me. That's my spirit right now. I already know when I leave here where I'm going. I already know. I'm good. You understand? So, getting back to the lesson. Physical perspective. Relevance and influence in the world. Big up to my boy Star, who said he don't want to be relevant. He wants to be a factor. And I'm going to talk about that briefly. Hold on. In academic, business, and creative fields, visibility and contribution determine growth and strength. If one does not actively create, document, and share, they risk becoming obsolete or overlooked. Let me say that again. Let me read it slower. In academic, business, and creative fields, visibility and contributions determine growth and success. If one does not actively document and share, they risk becoming obsolete and overlooked. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your family. If your grandparents or your mommy and daddy didn't do it, then you do it. It's your time. You are here in this dispensation of time to do something great. Every one of us, even if it's on a small level, on a large level, maybe it's just for the community. Maybe it's just for your block. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied, whatever it is. You got to do it. Do it to the mom. Come and do it, baby. Do it. Number 2, the power of documentation. The power of documentation. Books, research, and content shape history, education, and progress. Let me say that again. Books, research, and content shape history, education, and progress. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Like my man B. Dell said after I gave him that quote, and I told him I got that quote from Dr. Farrah Gray. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. He said it on Brother Richard's show yesterday. Everything you want to accomplish in any way is on the other side of fear. False expectation appearing real, whatever you want to call it, whatever acronyms and synonyms and all that kind of stuff you want to call it. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. If you understand that, family, put the number 3 in the chat. If you understand everything you want is on the other side of fear, put the number 3 in the chat. Put the 3 in the chat. I see y'all on Instagram. I see y'all on YouTube. You know what? I didn't even share it to my Facebook. It is what it is. People go 333. You're damn right. 333, baby. Power of documentation. Power of documentation. Let me read that part again. Books, research, and content shape history, education, and progress. Without documentation, knowledge is lost and progress is slowed. Notice I said slow because, all right, you may not do it. Somebody in your bloodline might do it. It might be slowed down. The progress might be slowed down for a minute, for a generation, but somebody in your blood or somebody around you gonna do it if you don't do it. Knowledge ain't always lost. Sometimes the remnants of knowledge is still shown in the universe, still shown in the plant life, still shown in the earth, still shown in the bloodline, still shown in the stone, still shown on the papyri, still shown in paper, still shown somewhere, underground, underwater. Knowledge is never really lost. Energy and action versus inaction. Energy of action versus inaction. To publish is to take action and move forward. To perish is to remain stagnant and fade away. Those who deal with vanity have no love for humanity will fade away, fade away. Those who believe in diamonds and pearls show they have no love in their heart shall fade away. Big up to Junior Biles, the late great Junior Biles wrote that reggae song years ago. To publish, to take action and move forward. To perish is to remain stagnant and fade away. If he didn't sing that song and write that song back in the 70s, I wouldn't be able to recite it to this day. Fade Away. That's the name of the song, Fade Away by Junior Biles. And when I met him, he was homeless. When I met him in the 90s, I couldn't believe this man who sang a #1 song in Jamaica was homeless. I gave him something, I gave him some money and all that, and then I had to keep it moving. Junior Biles sang that song. Go look him up. Junior Biles. I think it's B-Y-L-E-S. Junior Biles, or B-I-L-E-S. He sung a song called Fade Away. Beautiful conscious song in Jamaica. My father used to introduce me to all this music back in the day. He didn't even know when I was a child. I was listening and absorbing all of this stuff, pictures on the wall and all that, because people took the time out to publish. If Michael Jackson didn't publish his music, if Prince didn't publish their music, if Hazel Scott, I was watching this master number at work last night on PBS. Hazel Scott played 2 pianos. She was from Trinidad and Tobago, and she was married to Adam Clayton Powell Jr. He was born November 29th. She was born June 11th. Two master numbers, 29 equals 11. One was a Gemini, one was a Sagittarius. A perfect, well, a good couple. I won't say perfect couple. A good couple to work with. But you know, Adam Clay Powell, he had his women. You know what I'm saying? He was a Sagittarius, like Dr. Fabian. Many, they were Sagittarius. They don't get it in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, wait a minute. Oh man, I was watching a documentary, brought tears to my eyes because that sister was an activist with the piano. Her name was Hazel Scott. She played two pianos, and Alicia Keys did a tribute to her on one of the shows. Hazel Scott. Hazel Scott. Pay attention. Whether in career, personal growth, and innovation, those who actively share and contribute continue evolving and thriving. Think about that. Think about that. Think about what I wrote last night. Let me read that same thing again. To publish is to take action and move forward. To perish is to remain stagnant and fade away. Whether in career, personal growth, or innovation, those who actively share and contribute continue evolving and thriving. Connective perspective. We're almost there. We're almost finished, family. We're almost finished. Because what I found very, very compelling when I did the numbers to publish or perish, it added up to 61. 6 deals with the balance and education and the need to educate yourself. And number 1 deals with creativity. And then 7 deals with deeper spiritual insight and the law of attraction. So publish or perish is a clarion call to everyone out there. No matter whether you're publishing electronically, no matter if you're publishing through an ebook or through a written book, or whether you're publishing online, your podcast or your Instagram, publish. Tell your story. Tell the story or perish. Tell your story or perish. Because the only reason we hear, like I said earlier, the only reason we hear about Kemet today, Luxor today, Quetzalcoatl in Mexico today, or Lemuria or Atlantis, whether people believe it or not, the Bermuda Triangle, because they was willing to publish who they were on stone and papyri and waterproof stone and fireproof stone. We can't play with this no more. We can't play. It's no time to play anymore. No time. And I want to say ashe to all of our ancestors all over the world. I don't care if your ancestors are here in America. I don't care if your ancestors are in Canada. I don't care if your ancestors is throughout the Caribbean. I don't care if your ancestors in South America. I don't care if your ancestors is in Africa. I don't care if your ancestors are in the peninsula of Europe. I don't care if your ancestors are in Australia or India or China or Japan. I don't care where your ancestors are. Give them some respect. And if they didn't get to write and publish, you do it, because you are the epitome of your ancestors. You are the greatest aspiration of your ancestors. That's why they prayed for you. That's why they meditated for you. Do it. Do it. I'm about the good. I don't know about these crazy other people that's doing everything else. I'm about doing good. I did all my wrong in the club life and all that stuff. I did all that madness. And although I was in the club, I was really just having fun, enjoying life. And I still enjoy life. I still dance. I still party. I still listen to certain things. I just won't party like I used to party hardy and do all that kind of stuff. But I still listen to good music, because good music is nostalgic, and those good music was published. Those good music, that's why we can talk about it today. That's why we can talk about hip hop and R&B and reggae and soca and jazz and whatever today, without disrespecting each other. We don't have to disrespect each other. We know original melanated Americans founded hip hop. Let's give that respect. Jazz and different things. We know Jamaicans did what they had to do with reggae and founded mento and ska. We know calypso was found and soca and all that was founded in other countries like Trinidad and all them places. We know this. But did we know that the science of notes and mathematics was amongst the melanated people before all of this music came out? Science of notes and the mathematics connected to the notes was here before all of us, because the universe is a tone. The universe is a tone. It's a sound. It's a song, if you're willing to listen to it. Before I finish, I'm almost finished. Connective perspective. I'm almost finished. Connective perspective. Create to live, share to evolve. That should be the mantra of all of us right now. Create to live, share to evolve. That should be our universal mantra right now. That should be our universal mantra right now. At least one of them. One of our universal mantras right now. Create to live. Share to evolve. Man, this is not a joke, family. This is really not a joke. This thing, Publish and Perish, I wrote this on my board before I ever wrote a book. I wrote this on my vision board, Publish or Perish. If I showed you my vision board right now it's covered with different jewelry and different flyers. But when I stripped the vision board down and I seen Publish or Perish, I said, wow, I wrote this on this board in 2012. I wrote it on this board 2012. In 2012, and since 2012, I've published 5 books, 7 books right now. So since 2012, I've done it. I've already published music. I've sang. I was number 5 on the reggae charts. I've been in that business. I don't have to go back into that business. I did that, been there, done that. I might help out a few people to give a few hooks one day. I might, if the circulation is right. But I just don't like to get into the club and all that. Now we're in a good age where you could just stay home and record your stuff and ship it out and stream it. And that's all. Keep it moving. Get paid that way. Create to live, share to evolve. Spiritually, expression and contribution keep energy flowing, allowing wisdom to transcend time. Physically, sharing ideals ensures visibility, progress, and impact in society. To publish is to remain alive in thought and purpose. To withhold is to risk irrelevance and loss. Ooh, that part. I wrote this last night. To publish is to remain alive in thought and purpose. To withhold your publication, to withhold your ideas, to withhold your creativity. To withhold it is to risk irrelevance and loss. Final note, before I go on to the final note, Les Brown said something. Les Brown said something about 20 years ago, scared the hell out of me. And I know you've probably heard it before. Les Brown said this, and go to Les Brown's legacy on YouTube. He's on there. He's still alive, doing well. He just turned 80, looking good, feeling good, and smelling good, like he always said. That's Mamie Brown's baby boy. Les Brown said something that scared the hell out of me 20 years ago. And he said, imagine yourself on your deathbed and all the ancestors of your gift, talents, and skills surrounded you and saying, they came to you, but you didn't use me. We came to you and their eyes are crying and their eyes are filled up with tears looking at you and say, yo, We came to you and you didn't use us. Yeah, tears are coming to my eyes because that quote scared the hell out of me back in the day. Imagine you on your deathbed, if you've ever been on the hospital and didn't know if you was going to come out of it alive. Imagine yourself on the deathbed and you didn't share none of your gifts, none of your talents, none of your skills, and all of your gift, talents, and skills for the amount of years that you've been on earth came to you and was surrounding you and waiting for you to die. And say, yo, you're gonna take all of this to your grave, man. What's going on? You serious? So those that make it and have another chance, even after near-death experience in your bed, maybe you fell asleep and was choked out. Billy Carson talked about a near-death experience with him and when he was going through what he was going through. It's real. I know I've been through a near-death experience in my bed. Almost choked me to death because I was smoking too much weed and my chest held it in and almost killed me. And then when I looked at the clock the first time, it was 3:33, and then I went back to sleep, and this time it grabbed me again, and I looked at the clock and 4:44. You're telling me a whole hour went. And it gripped me and choked the hell out of me while I was sleeping back in East Flatbush. I was 16 years of age. And I stopped smoking. I stopped cold turkey. Done. And then I started pursuing my spiritual life in Islam and started going. And then when I got into the Ansar community, I went into the Sufi order doing meditation. I remember meditating and meditating in the mosque or the temple by myself, and the room was vibrating. I was doing the Sufi chant. Ya Mel Yahu Ya Min La Ya Mahu Yahu Illahu Lahu Ya. I kept on doing that Sufi chant, and the room started turning green. And I just said, I was just in this state. I never forget that. Don't leave this planet without sharing your unique gift. Everybody has an individual fingerprint. Everybody got an individual retina scan. Do not leave this planet. Tears are welling up in my eyes because I know you can do it. I know I can do it. I am doing it. Don't leave this planet. All praise is due to Allah. All praise is due to the all within all. All praise is due to the all within all. Don't leave this planet without sharing your unique gifts. My final thoughts before I get out of here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's brought tears to my eyes, yes. But I didn't cry and boo-hoo. This is tears of joy, believe me. My final thoughts. Publish or perish is a call to action. Spiritually, to fulfill one's divine purpose. And physically, to stay relevant, impactful, or become a factor, like Star from Star Report says. I added that because I can hear Star in my ear right now. And then, yo, I wrote this last night, and this morning, Star sent me this. No, last night. I wrote this last night. As I wrote this last night, I fell asleep. And by the time I woke up, Star from Star Report sent me this because he was going to advertise this banner on his show. Yo, I'm thinking about Star, about him saying being a factor, and I wrote it before I went to sleep. And Star was the one that sent this to me. So we was on a frequency you don't even know I was thinking about him. So all I can say is I appreciate him. That's all I texted him. I said, brother, I appreciate you for doing this. Because he didn't have to. Y'all know who Star is. Star is that dude. He don't care. But people don't know how generous and genuine he is, and a very generous brother. You don't know how genuine and a generous brother that he is. Star from Star Report. Make sure y'all follow him on his YouTube channel. He did this banner for me and sent it to me last night around 7, and I woke up. I wrote the publish or perish before I went to take a nap. I went and took a nap. You know, when you get older, you got to take naps now. You got to be like you're in kindergarten, taking naps. So, getting back to the lesson. Publish or perish is a call to action spiritually to fulfill one's divine purpose and physically to stay relevant, impactful, or become a factor. Whether through writing, speaking, or creating, sharing what we have ensures that we continue to grow, influence, and leave a lasting mark on the world. Thanks for your time and greatness from King Simon Presents. Remember to follow us on social media. IG at Iam.KingSimon, FB at King Simon Productions, and X at kingsimonprod. Yes, I'm on X also. I'm on Twitter also. I'm on TikTok also too. I'm on TikTok also. So family, live to serve and to publish great stuff to help others be their best self. There's nothing wrong with that. There's really nothing wrong with that. And I really hope, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, God bless all of you. God bless all of you. May the Creator bless. If you believe in God, Allah, Josh, or whatever you believe in, may the Creator bless all of you to publish. Because remember, again, the word publish, 33, master number, 28. Divorce yourself from negative people that's trying to hold you back, because 28 is a divorce number. Add up to the number 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune number. Anything you put your mind to, both positive or negative, you can make it. Even if you're publishing positive or negative, it can be successful. Number 1, be a leader, be creative, be assertive, be willing to heal, be willing to master who you are through your publication, through whatever you publish. Publish or perish. My family, thank you, King Simon. You gave me some great musical inspiration today. Go for it, man. Write the song called Publish or Perish also. Somebody needs to write that song in a good R&B or whatever. Right now they got it in rock music and they got it in just instrumentals, but nobody have really written that song, Publish or Perish. You should take quotes nowadays and turn them, motivational quotes, and turn them into something that can be palatable for our people to really take on and motivate and stay up on it. And family, I know I haven't been promoting today, but if you feel that this particular lesson helped you in any way, my super chat, my PayPal, my Venmo, my Zelle. Show love, spread love. And remember, when you say this, and I've kind of changed it around again, currency is circulating back to me. This is what I'm going to change it to now. Hold on one second. I got to change it because I was just thinking about this when I was coming from the post office and sending books out. Currency is circulating back to me and those who support me. And we put it down there. And those who support me. A trillion folds. That's my new saying. I'm adding on to it. Currency is circulating back to me and those who support me a trillion fold. So I'm not just taking it for myself. You're sending it back to other people that support you in whatever you do. Dr. B gave us currency is circulating back to me 1,000 folds. I'm saying currency, finance, whatever is circulating back to me and those who support me a trillion folds. That's what we got to say. That's the mantra. That is what you got to say to the people. So anytime you spend money on any platform or circulate finance, just say currency is circulating back to me. Even if you don't know the person on the platform, maybe their message is supporting you in some way. And if this message support any of you, spread love, got Zelle now. Spread love, in the chime. Spread love, ba-ba-da, Venmo, spread love, ba-ba-da, PayPal, spread love, ba-ba-da. I said Zelle, spread love, ba-ba-da, Chime, spread love, ba-ba-da, Venmo, spread love, ba-ba-da, PayPal, or just get the books. Just get the books. There we go. This book is available right now. You can use any one of those apparatus and to Chime, Venmo, whatever. You can use any one of those apparatuses to get the book. Of course, this is the Numerovational and Spiritual Lessons of Life workbook with applicable assignments in them, $5.55. Hey, you can do it. Just text me and I will send you the payment plan, the payment info. All right, just text me. Or here's my if you ain't get my if you don't got my hard book, or if you don't have the solid book, you can get the ebook right now, $12.12 online. Or the hard book is $24, $30. And if you want to get the ebook right now, all you have to do is text me for the payment info, and I will text you back all the PayPal, the Zelle. I don't have Cash App, so don't look for that. Venmo if you need it, or Chime. I have Chime also. And if you do want a signed copy of my book, only in America. Do I have to sound like Don King? Only in America. Only in America. Only in America. Only in America. I can't do Canada and all the other countries because they got these customs and all kinds. I ain't got no time for that. So go to Amazon if you want that. Go to Amazon. But if you want a signed copy of the book, it's $36. Just text me for the info. Make sure you say you want a signed copy or you just want an ebook. Specify you want either the ebook for $5.55 or you want the ebook for $12.12, or you want a signed copy of this book, but you got to live in America for that. This I'll send via email. The ebooks I'll send via email. Email book. That's what it is. Email books. All right. And if you want any of my books, go to Amazon now. Go to Amazon and look out my son, Prince Imagine. He's working diligently to put out my audio book on all major platforms. As soon as I get it, I will be sharing the link and y'all can go stream it on platforms, on all your major platforms. My son and I are producing my audio book. It's going to have music and frequency. So it's going to be a good book to relax to and just listen in the car while you're traveling. All the chapters in the book. I'm going through all the chapters in this book. You hear me? All the chapters. So it is what it is. My book is coming out soon. Lloyd Strayhorn has a class today, Learning the Art of Numerology as a Career. Don't forget, on Wednesday, I will be interviewing tomorrow my brother, Samuel Lee Fudge, lead actor and writer, Samuel E. Lee Fudge. All right, at 8 p.m. Also, check this out. My Nicholas is having a big event coming up on the 28th. Make sure y'all support Nicholas and what they do. Matter of fact, let me put the link to that. If you want to go to Nicholas and support them and what they are doing, make sure you support them. The link is now going into the chat right now. The link is going into the chat right now if you want to support Nicholas on the event that they got coming up. It's in the chat right now. That's happening on the 28th. That's a whole open mic jam, open jam session. Oh, it's going to be powerful. Open jam session is going to be powerful. And do remember the ladies, Women's History Month is going to be, it's not going to be the same. Put it like that. Women's History Month will not be the same. Queen Esther, Dominique Sade, Kateria Knowles, Cinnamon, and I just added on the 12th will be Rosalind Hunt. I'm waiting for her to send me some pictures and stuff. Then I can make it happen. You know, this is gonna be powerful. This is a girl with Rosalind, you know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be very, yes. Big up to Rich. Yes. You know, big up to Rich, big up to Rich, big up to brother Rich, Radiohead Rich tuning in. Yes. Okay, Color Curiosity is in the chat. Make sure you support her. Her numbers are going up on Color Curiosity LLC on IG. Make sure you support. She does an 8 to 10 minute free consultation to see where you're at and where you want to go. Real talk, Go check her out. You want to feng shui and perunk your life, your fashion, your mentality. Colors can help you. Dr. Shakira Moore spoke to her today. The Iris paper pre-order. Man, woo, y'all are swinging it hard, man. Make sure y'all support our sister. And it's going to be big. Big up to, again, Dr. Phil Valentine has been nominated for a Forbidden Knowledge Awards. Dr. Phil Valentine, Brother Rich, Donnie Arcade, Michael Beckwith. Matter of fact, I think Phil is up there with Michael Beckwith, and I think he's up there along with Michael Beckwith. So that's going to be a tough battle right there. All right. JB Services, that's my son's services. Make sure you support him and what he's doing. My other son, who have the recording studio in New York, make sure you go to Green Studio NYC. If you do want to book a session with me, text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022 with an email, and I will text you the details. All my books are on Amazon. The new book, the second volume of the lesson, Spiritual Lessons, will be coming out in a couple of weeks. And of course, the Angel Numbers book, still editing. I'm up into the 600 now. Got to be very careful. I got to edit, make sure it looks good. All right. And the new children's book is coming out around January the 22nd. Okay. On that note, family, I want to sing it out, but I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh and speak some knowledge. It's the kind of knowledge you will not find in college, but it's time for us to take hold of it, stay strong, publish or perish. And remember what Dr. B says, I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection, and I am thankful for my life. Remember what Dr. Blair said, please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my soul, and my spirit and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. Family, thank you again for all that you have offered and all that you do. Man, it's been a journey, and I have enjoyed this journey. Remember, on the 28th, this I don't like. I should have made this a bigger flyer, but let me cut myself down to size. Remember, on the 28th, Economic Blackout. On February 28th, take part and share the news. If you haven't heard, there will be an Economic Blackout February 28th nationwide. This means do not or don't buy anything unless it's from a small business like Nicholas. So go and support Nicholas. No gas, no fast food, and definitely nothing from places like Target, Walmart, and Amazon. Get the word out. We want them to see that we have the power. We will start with 1 day and then 3, then specific companies until our message is heard. Please spread the word. Please spread the word. Please spread the word, family. Please spread the word. All right. All right, family. On that note, have a great day, afternoon, and evening. Be successful. Don't be stressed. And remember, I love you because I love me. Take care.
Numerovation with King Simon. Text me now at 347-496-1022. You could also take my course if you want to, but do text me for your sessions at 347-496-1022. You could also get my books on Amazon at Linktr.ee/King Simon the Numerovator. Remember, you can book your session and get it done right now. 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. King Simon the Numerovator.
Eye Opener Productions presents Magical Kemet Revisited, Sunday, March 23rd, 2025, from 1:30 p.m. till 7 p.m. In honor of our previous Magical Kemet event 14 years ago, we once again bring you Master Teacher M. Fundishi, J. Hootie Mess, and Professor Kaba Kamene.
In ancient Kemet, they had showed that that's not a star there. I know it's a nebula. And a nebula gives birth to stars. And so Sirius A comes from that nebula. And then the ancient Kemet said, we also come from that nebula, that birthed our star. So this gets really deep. So we're gonna, I'm telling people, bring some boots, because it's gonna get real deep. We're going in real deep.
In calling, so you are now going to understand that it is time now to move back and get back onto the path of Ma'at. And on the path of Ma'at is where you are on your road to your destiny and what you were called for. And the longer that you go on this road, as you become an elder and you get more mature and you're moving through, your journey becomes clearer.
Make sure you get your tickets in advance for $30. Tickets will be sold at the door for $40. For tickets, scan this code or go to magicalchemic.eventbrite.com. We will be at the Long Island University, Brooklyn campus, Health Science Building. Enter at the gate on Flatbush Extension between DeKalb and Willoughby.
It's your girl Sandy Daly, and it's reggae and world music's biggest night of honor, the 42nd Annual International Reggae and World Music Awards, IRAMA, hosted by legendary comedian, actor, and lifetime honoree Oliver Samuels, with performances from Nigel Boy, Belize legend Loy Rayburn, Richie Stevens, Everton Blender, D'Angel, and a galaxy of other reggae and world music acts. Going down at the Coral Springs Center for the Arts, South Florida, Sunday, March 30th, 2025, with celebrity red carpet arrivals at 6 p.m. For a limited time, get 50% discounted tickets now at irama.com, or to become a sponsor, email iramasponsor@gmail.com. Sponsored by Broward County, Florida Cultural Division, Tough Gong International, VP Records, Reggae Festival Guide, Elite Chauffeurs Florida, and so many others. Powered by Martin's International, bringing nations together through music and culture.
So remember, our job as studiers of these metaphysical, esoteric knowledge is to help enhance people to be better. I, as a numerovator, using the numbers, or quote-unquote numerals, and motivation to get people to understand why they need to activate their numbers to be their very best self and maximize it. Because the numerals hold a frequency. And if you're willing to turn up that frequency, then that frequency can help to guide you and navigate you to a higher height that will allow you to spiral to be your best self. We must remember that.